Outrageous talk radio, 100.7 The Buzz.
I suffer from the partial loss of my once vital libido.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew.
I'm not modeling anymore for the two of you.
LoveLine.
Hey, it is LoveLine indeed. I'm Dr. Drew. The phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. And tonight my guests are the Suicide Machines. I've got Dave, Ryan, Jay, and Royce. Gentlemen.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey, it's Dan.
Hello. Did I say Dave? Dan. Damn. You guys need to enunciate.
It's okay.
Or I need to listen one or the other.
We Michiganders don't enunciate.
Again, that's where you guys are from?
Yeah, we got that. We got that the Midwestern accent, so it's hard to tell.
And the pasty white Midwestern skin as well.
I noticed that too. But you know something about Michigonians? What do you guys call yourself?
Michiganders?
Michiganders. Some people say Michiganians. They actually had a big. They had like that big thing about that, like about 10 years ago or something. It was like Michigander versus Michiganian.
Delightful. There are plenty of time up there, I guess, to worry about things like that. But be that as it may, I swear to God, as God is my witness, people in and about sort of the Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, maybe Iowa area are the nicest people in the country. Honestly,
really?
Yeah. Like you wish somebody would tell you to F off once in a while. They are so nice. Just really.
Thank you very much.
Well, if you want, we'll tell you to F off after this.
I'm sure you will eventually. And the Verve Pipe is from up in that area too, right?
Yeah, they're from over there, yeah.
Ann
Arbor, I believe.
Nice guys you ever want to meet.
Yeah.
Want to get right up on that thing. We'll hear you.
Get that microphone there.
So you guys, shall we, Anderson, listen to a song first so people know who the Suicide Machines are? And what's the name of the first song we're going to hear?
I don't know.
Sometimes I don't mind.
Yeah, sometimes I don't mind.
Sometimes I don't mind.
Sometimes I don't mind, yeah.
Probably.
What do you think? Want to play that and then we'll get to calls right afterwards?
Yeah, why not?
I think that will be cool, man.
Let's do that.
All right.
Let's do it.
Sometimes I don't mind.
There's something with the way you walk. There's something that lights a spark inside of me. And it makes me wanna sing. Makes me forget everything. There's something there inside your eyes. Lets me know you never lie. You fill me up. And I know what you need. Do you know what you mean to me? Well, I want to sleep sometimes. And it feels like the first time. And you're always on my mind. Every day is like the first day. And I talk to you sometimes, even though you never talk back. And I buy you things sometimes, 'cause I don't mind. There's something strange, you can't get mad. Even when you're being bad, just look at me. And I'll forget everything. I try, but I can't be me. You sit by me and I scratch your back. You lick my hands and I get a rash, but that's okay. Because we are a team. You make a mess and then I cling. Well, I want to sleep sometimes, and it feels like the first time. And you're always on my mind. Every day is like the first day. And I talk to you sometimes, even though you never talk back. And I buy you things sometimes, 'cause I don't mind.
Sometimes I don't mind. The band is the Suicide Machines. Dan, Ryan, Jay, and Royce are here. They're from Michigan. They're Michigites. They're Michigasses.
Michigalians.
Michigasses.
Michigalians.
I like that.
It's huge.
And let's go right to fun time. Dr. Dre. Adam Carolla is away at the Aspen Comedy Festival. You guys know now he's a genius. He's been deemed genius by Comedy Central, and they cart him around all over the place. And yeah, he gets to go with his partner.
Congratulations.
Everyone listen to me.
Jimmy Kimmel, and they've gone to Aspen. He'll be back on Sunday. This is Wendy, who's 18. Wendy.
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. You're on with the Suicide Machines.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What up, girl?
Hey, what's going on?
All right, so here's the deal. I'm 18. I have a 3-bedroom apartment. I have 2 roommates. One's a female, and one is a male, and he's gay. And the other night, me and my other roommate, we were just sitting out in our living room. We had a couple of friends over, and he was having some action going on in his bedroom, and we could hear it, and it was loud, and it was rattling around. And my neighbors downstairs actually even called me up to ask me to stop making so much noise.
That's nice. And he knew you had friends over?
Yeah.
Did you talk to him about it?
Not really. I mean, I was just kind of like, like, what did you do last night, but...
All right, what do you want from us?
I don't really, know how to approach the subject in case it happens again.
Did you say, how many roommates do you have? Did you say?
I have 2.
Who's the other one?
The other one's just she's a female.
And could the 2 of you sit him down maybe at a quiet
Just
moment?
House rules.
Yeah, have a little chat about...
Oh, we did that even before we moved. We were like, okay. And this was his rule, not to have, loud sex.
It's interesting how he would have picked that out of the hat. Want to be sure that you don't do this. Well, look. All right. Wendy, come on. You just got to sit down and talk to him. We go to college. Adam and I go to colleges and talk to large groups of people in school, and the roommate questions are one of the more common things we deal with. And a lot of it is about how to deal with the common space and how to create boundaries. And you really have to, as uncomfortable as it may be, and I think people ought to leave letters and emails and things like that too. But I think the best way is to sit down in a non-threatening way and just lay it out. Don't wait till you're angry, because then it gets all screwed up.
Well, I mean, I'm not angry about it. It was kind of embarrassing at the time.
Yeah, but you will be if he keeps intruding into your guy's space in whatever capacity he does that. You're going to get pissed eventually.
True.
So have a little conversation.
And then my other question was: are you familiar with the medication Topamax? Topamax, I think.
The seizure medicine is a new one, yeah.
Right. My psychologist wants to prescribe me that for anti-anxiety.
Yeah, that your psychologist does?
Yeah.
That's interesting. It is a new medicine. I've not had much experience with it. Mm-hmm. In general rule of thumb, I'm not sure you want to be involved with a medication that's brand new, particularly for an application which is sort of peripheral. Mm-hmm. If you have anxiety, go get a diagnosis first, and look at what other therapeutic possibilities there are before you go reaching way down the line of therapeutic interventions to Topamax.
Right, that's the first thing she brought up.
Yeah, well, that's kind of silly. If you have severe anxiety disorder or panic, first of all, you need somebody to assess you to see what your diagnosis is, why you're having that, and then discuss treatment options. Topamax may be part of it for somebody, but that's going to be down the line somewhere, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Thanks. Let's see. This is Aaron, who's 20. Aaron.
Hello.
What's up?
How you doing?
You're on with the Suicide Machines.
Ah, sweet. You guys rock.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks a lot.
You guys begin a tour tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Is that right? They're going on tour tomorrow. They're starting at the Roxy in L.A., then the 15th in Detroit, the 5th Avenue, and 17th in Chicago at the Metro. It's pretty long distances in between appearances. You guys are traveling in a van, basically?
It's a nightmare.
No, actually, we're not.
Thank you. Traveling like that is just total nightmare. I don't know how you guys live through it.
Actually, we're just playing a show here tomorrow, and then we're
flying back home for
yeah.
a record release.
We don't actually start touring until March 1st. Then we're on tour. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, no, actually, I'm right in Windsor, right across the river from there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really? All right, man.
Yeah, so we get to see you guys a little bit anyway. Not as much as we'd like to.
Awesome.
But,
you guys are kind of hometown then.
Yeah. My
close.
question, I've got foreskin.
Congratulations.
Pardon?
Congratulations.
You like the Foreskins, the old band from England? What did you say?
Well, no, I was just wondering, pros and cons. I've heard a million different stories and stuff, and I'm being tossed around. I want to know,
How does it treat you?
I don't know. I guess I don't mind it. I've been with it all my life.
So what's the problem?
No, I've just heard that there's health risks and stuff. I
like what?
clean and whatever. But
what kind of health risks? health risks?
Like penile cancer and...
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's not that you're at risk for penile cancer, is that there have been no cases reported if you get the foreskin lopped off.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay.
My best friend had foreskin, and he swears that it's the greatest thing in the world.
This is Ryan talking.
He said besides keeping it clean, he said he thanks his parents about every single day.
Which friend is this?
His name's Colin. He's from Scotland.
Why does he like it so much?
He just... We've had hour-long conversations about this before.
Well,
about
about
his foreskin? He swears about his foreskin.
Enlighten us, please. Let's go.
He's the headless horseman.
No, not just... It's party conversation.
Yeah. Well, to share with us. Why is it so great?
He just says it's
a party favorite.
He said it's really, really pleasurable. It's just... I don't know. He's into it. I don't know if he's into the fashion of it or
compensation. He feels bad about it, so he's got to tell you how great it is. I mean, how much better can things feel? You know what I'm saying? Do you guys need to have foreskin to feel that much better?
I don't have it, so I don't know.
Well, listen. The only thing that other than the penile cancer issue, the only other common thing I encounter, or at least on this show all the time, is people getting irritations and stenosis, where they get little cracks and cuts, and the thing sort of scars up and narrows down so the head of the penis can't come out, and that can be very uncomfortable. And that's the time to get the circumcision then.
Oh, no, I've never had that happen.
All right, well, don't worry about it, Aaron. Just take good care, all right?
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right, take care. This now is Janelle, is 18. Janelle?
Hello?
Janelle. Come back to the phone, Janelle.
Hello?
Hey, you're on with the suicide machines. What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
I'm kind of nervous because this is my first time calling.
Okay.
But, hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, I had a question. I'm in the dorms right now, and so you get to try a little something new every night.
Where are you in school?
I go to State, SF State.
San Francisco State?
Yeah.
Mental note, my kids are not going to college. Okay, go ahead.
But, honestly, I haven't really done any drugs. I call myself a drug virgin, you know? The most I've done is maybe smoked a couple cigarettes, and I didn't even like that. So the thing is, the other night, my friend went out to Berkeley, and she bought a hookah. And no one ever tried it before. I never tried it before, so, you know, a whole bunch of people came over, and everyone's taking hits, and, you know, I kind of didn't want to feel left out, so I just went ahead and took a couple hits, and I was... Okay, so I didn't die, or
And so what's your question?
But, you know, I was just wondering... Can I start smoking bongs now, or I don't know whether it's safer, or...
Can you start smoking tons now? Is that what you said?
Bongs.
I believe she said bongs.
Yeah.
I have experience of smoking hookah pipes, as a matter of fact. And it's very different.
Crackhead.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's me.
Janelle, what is your question? I'm unclear.
Is it safer? Should I just stick to that instead of moving on to bongs or something? Because
no, there's no big health difference in how it's ingested. Eating it is better than smoking it from the standpoint of obviously your lungs and the risk of lung cancer and whatnot that people are increasingly concerned about, and emphysema. But in terms of the brain effects, it's all the same once it gets to the brain.
Yeah, well, my friend said that it was just like light flavored tobacco, so I didn't really know.
It's a hookah pipe. It's an Indian hookah pipe. That's what she's talking about.
But they're not smoking pot out of it?
Not yet.
Well, they were. After, then they broke out the weed, and then...
Yeah, what is your question, Janelle? I don't know how much clearer I can be. That it doesn't make any difference.
Is it safer?
No, it doesn't make any difference.
Okay, all right.
Well, I said it like 6 times.
Sorry. I guess that's it then.
Okay, it's once it gets to your brain, it doesn't matter how you got it in your system, it has the same effect, basically.
Okay.
So the only thing it changes how much damage does it do to the airway and the lungs, and that's all the same, too, if you're smoking it, basically. All right?
Okay.
All
so
right.
either way, it's bad.
Not good for you.
Okay.
All right. If you're using it occasionally, it's not bad. It's not good for you.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you.
You guys have anything to say about that? You guys are pretty quiet.
Did you like it?
She's gone.
Oh, well.
No, I should. Well, you know, brownies are always an alternative.
Always an alternative.
Because, yeah, like you said, eating it is definitely a lot safer than smoking it.
Yeah, in terms of lung effects, that's actually true. It's hard to dose it. This is the problem. So people can get some. Again, the brain effects are a concern. Brian, 20. Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Brian.
Hey.
Yeah, I got a question.
See, Brian smokes a little pot.
Sounds like he's making some brownies.
Yeah.
Not about pot or not.
Yeah, I know, but we can tell you smoke pot, which is interesting.
Actually, I haven't in a while.
A couple of days?
A couple months.
Oh, because you were smoking too much?
No. I moved on, and I went to rehab and quit all that.
Okay, well, it's still affecting you.
Good for you.
You can still hear it. That's good. I'm glad you did that. Congratulations.
Yeah. I've been clean for like 4 months now.
Good for you.
Cool, man.
All right, but I got a question, right? When I was like 16, right, sex was awesome, right? But now it's like no effect.
Are you on Are you on medication?
No, none.
And what drugs were you doing?
Heroin, but I only for like a year, 2 years.
Only. Well, heroin. When you come off heroin, people can feel pretty blunted for a while. Plus, you're smoking a lot of pot, and it takes a long while for your brain to equilibrate from that.
But it was like that beforehand.
Before you started doing drugs?
Before heroin.
Before you started doing drugs?
No.
Okay.
Not all drugs. I started smoking pot when I was like 12.
Did you do a lot of LSD?
Not really. I did a few times, but the last time I did it, I had like a really wigged out trip.
How many times did you do it, would you say? Brian?
Huh?
How many? Oh boy, this is what I'm talking about. There's still a substantial effect in your system from these drugs. It may all be pot, maybe some heroin on top of that. Could be what other hallucinogens you were exposed to, and you may be depressed on top of that. But your brain chemistry is clearly not what it was when you were 16, and you ought to discuss this with the team that's treating you over there at the treatment center. Okay? Because there may be things that can be done for you, and if you are depressed as a separate, wholly separate diagnostic problem from your addiction, and doesn't get treated, that can be a serious issue. Come on, you guys are quiet.
That stuff stays in your system for a long time.
I don't know
what
much about drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not exactly experienced.
A couple of drug questions there. We're silent, you know. We have nothing to say about it.
How did you guys get out here? Did you fly out or drive from Michigan?
Yeah, we flew out.
And it's for the Roxy show tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Yes.
Primarily.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do you guys have
Hang
a
out
van?
with you.
Well, I appreciate
Doing a little promotion for the new
That's
record
good.
coming up, you know.
All right. Let's look around here. Danielle, put number 6 on hold for me so I can get to her, okay? I want to get these guys involved. This is Michelle, 28. Michelle?
Hi.
Hi. See?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
All right, good.
Good. Dr. Drew,
Yes.
I would like to get the lowdown.
The skinny?
The skinny on the safe sex.
Skinny on the fat.
Right.
In terms of what?
Well, there's a lot of talk about oral sex.
Did you see some of the recent publications about that?
I heard something about that.
No,
That they're finally zeroing in on proof that HIV can be transmitted through female on male oral sex.
Wow. But not male on female?
I don't know if that's been proved yet, but obviously that can happen.
Wacky.
Yeah.
So on male to female?
Female
to
on
male.
Female to male.
Oh, female to male. So what are people doing as far as protection?
Wearing condoms.
So they're giving oral sex over condoms. Okay.
Sounds pretty exciting.
You could do
Get the flavored ones.
Yeah, get the flavored ones. Flavored ones are always.
So there's flavored.
Yeah.
So as far as this.
Well, Michelle, wait. Now, what's up with you? You seem very. You got a lot of things going on here. What are you thinking?
Well, I basically was in a committed relationship for about 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And out of that relationship now and kind of back in the swing of dating. And I'm not really dating anyone and not thinking about having sex with anyone. But if that should arise, I would want to know what I need to do to protect myself.
You need to wear condoms all the time.
Always. Don't mess around with
And
that.
Are you doing something for contraception?
Right now, no, because I'm not even sexually active.
All right, then certainly maybe get that morning after pill. Keep that around in case something does happen, in case the condom breaks, or you want to be 100% sure. What this is the birth control pill taken after an unprotected sexual encounter. Works exactly the same way as the birth control pill taken the way you usually take it. It's just not quite as effective. Okay. Works the same way. All right?
Okay, how about also skin-to-skin contact? Like, can you catch herpes just touching skin-to-skin contact?
Absolutely. That's how herpes is transmitted.
Okay.
Skin is difficult for it to penetrate. It's usually sort of mucosa, like lining the vagina or the penile skin, which is different. And that's how it's transmitted.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Okay,
All right.
thanks.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
You guys have relationships? You involved with anybody now?
A couple of us are.
You know a lot
maybe just
about
one,
sex.
Yeah. What would you have to do to break a condom? Let's hear about people breaking condoms.
It happens all the time.
I've never done that.
I think maybe
before.
just like faulty condoms. Like
Faulty,
maybe.
dude, you would just have to be like an animal.
No, I think they slip all the way. They sort of slide all the way down.
Yeah. That's happened to me before, but it's just like I've never actually broke one, but I've had friends tell me, yeah, I've broke a condom. Just like split it, you know?
No,
you have to be insane to do that.
It's that they just get to get it down so far.
Could be like a
where it
faulty
falls
pair of
off.
Or it
pants.
slides off.
I've also heard about it falling off and getting lost.
That's a common thing.
You know, and then being found the next day.
Well, or you have to go to the doctor. Listen, I've had
in their wallet for 4 years and it dry rots.
That's true.
It's not uncommon to have to retrieve condoms and tampons. And things
Oh my
like that
God! You know,
women get really humiliated and ashamed of that, but it's a common thing.
Definitely.
Wow.
All right, dude.
Wow.
All right, the band is the Suicide Machines. It's Dan, Ryan, Jay, Royce. They're here. This is LoveLine. I'm Dr. Drew. Adam is away at the Aspen Comedy Festival with his life partner, Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, they're partners.
I like Jimmy Kimmel.
Good guys.
Jimmy Kimmel's
and he'll be back on Sunday. In the meantime, it's me with the Suicide Machines. The number's 1-800-LOV-191, and we'll be back right after this.
LoveLine.
LoveLine. We'll be right back.
This is LoveLine on Outrageous Talk Radio, 100.7 The Buzz.
Hey, I'm Dr. Drew. It's LoveLine. Adam is away at the Aspen Comedy Festival. I'm here with the Suicide Machines, and during the break we had phallus talk, basically, right? You guys all about circumcision.
I don't really know what phallus means, but I don't think you're lying.
Sure.
We just said we can't believe Ryan said his friend's name on national radio. We're like, oh my God.
I talked about the Scottish guy with the the turtleneck.
The dog.
The dog dick.
And Jay mentioned that he had a friend with a phimosis, which is basically the urethra not making it quite to the end of the penis, and your friend thought it was something wrong with the foreskin or something wrong with the circumcision, which is not. It's a developmental thing. Those usually need to be repaired.
We're talking about breaking condoms.
We're talking about condom. Let me just. I'm going to put out a quick plug. At drdrew.com, we are giving away free condoms. If you log on to drdrew.com, there's a condom on the page. You click it, a condom will be sent to you after you register. Also, I am right now logged into the relationship. We are now at 10:25. It is Thursday night, 10:25 Pacific Standard Time. If you are listening in real time, I'm in the relationship chat room at drdrew.com. And if you can't get through on the phone and you want to sort of give us questions in the chat room, I'll try to read the chats and bring them up here as we're discussing things with the Suicide Machines. So let's get back to the phones in the meantime. This is Carrie, who's 15. Carrie?
Hi.
What's going on?
Hi.
Hey.
I've been living in a motel room for about a year with my parents, and I've missed about a year and a half of school, and my parents can't afford to wash our clothes or buy food.
Are they working?
No.
Are they doing drugs?
No.
Are they
my dad used to smoke marijuana, but he quit about 2 years ago.
Are they collecting anything from the government?
Unemployment every 2 weeks.
And that doesn't sustain you guys?
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
No.
Have you social services been involved with your life at all?
No, that's actually what I was wondering, if I should call child services.
Why not? And see what's available to you. I would think there would be resources out there. It sounds like they don't have their stuff together enough even really to get help.
But, see, the problem is my mom has a warrant out for her arrest for unpaid check cashing things.
Okay, so this is the problem. She's really
and my dad has unpaid bills in Arizona, New Mexico, Ohio, New Jersey, South Carolina, and everywhere else.
But they're criminals. They're fugitives even.
Well, not really. No, I don't look at it that way.
Well, Carrie, that's why they can't go and collect the appropriate resources.
They sound like bad seeds to me.
Yeah, they will get put in jail as soon as they show themselves.
Rotten apples.
So that's a fugitive.
Well, okay.
Right? I mean, otherwise they'd be able to go in and apply like everyone else and get help. But I do think you ought to call Protective Services. You don't maybe. What's that?
I'm afraid that they might put me in a foster home, and if that's the case, I'd rather just be emancipated.
How is your relationship with your parents?
Well, I think my mom has some serious mental problems, and there is a family history of mental illness.
But how do you get along? Are you okay with them? Are they abusing you, or is it other than the sort of circumstance they have you in?
They get angry sometimes, but then they just stop talking.
I'm just wondering why you're so intent on protecting them and staying with them, this kind of thing.
Well, my mom has always been with me. I've never been away from her for more than 2 days at a time. But my dad, he's kind of gone all the time.
It's kind of like natural with family members, no matter what they do.
Hard to break away from the nest.
They're still family, you know what I mean? Yep. And they can do the worst thing in the world, and you're still gonna, or whatever, and you're still gonna be there for them.
True. What exactly are you calling for? To ask.
Good question.
I want to call child services.
You should, Carrie. You should. At least you don't even have to identify yourself, but at least call them and begin the process of seeing what they have available to you, and talk to them, and maybe you can ultimately make a decision about perhaps reporting.
Got to do something.
Absolutely. This is Juan, who's 21.
Yeah.
Hey, Juan.
Hi, Dr. Drew. Hey, guys.
We're good.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I got 2 questions. One is I had unprotected sex with my girlfriend last month. And I went to your website and I found about the emergency contraception pill.
That my website?
Yeah.
Okay.
I found the number and she took it, and she had bleeding 3 days after.
That's all right.
Is that her period or?
No, it's just a side effect of the pill. But God bless you, you might have had a child if you hadn't done this.
Well, the thing is, she hasn't had her period yet.
So you're wondering, did she take the pregnancy test also?
Well, she hasn't took it yet because she said that to go in the beginning of the month, but we were thinking maybe does it restart again after that period? When she started bleeding.
It's been how many weeks since you guys had the encounter?
It's been a month, but we went 3 days after to take the pill.
All right. So it was within 72 hours, right?
Yeah.
So it should have been effective, and it can screw up your period for a month or two. So it's possible that that's it, but she still needs to take a pregnancy test. Just go to the pharmacy and get one, okay?
Okay, and I have another question.
Yeah.
Because when she did that, she had a pap smear, and they found a yeast infection in her. And we had unprotected sex. Could that be transmittable in any way to me?
She had a yeast infection?
Yeast infection, yeah. That's what he said,
yeah, you men can get yeast infections. They get it in the skin of the penis, but it's no big deal. It's nothing.
What about orally? Could I get anything?
No, yeast lives on our body and in our mouth all the time. And if your immune system is normally intact, men tend not to get that. Women, that vaginal environment is pretty sensitive, and just about anything that changes that environment will potentially break out a yeast infection.
Wow.
Because also that she took that medicine, that Monstat 7.
Yeah.
And it hasn't worked. Does she have to try it again?
Maybe it's not a yeast infection.
Excuse me?
Maybe it's not a yeast infection.
Well, the doctor said it was, and she told her to buy that Monstat 7, and she bought it, but it still hasn't gone away.
Try it again.
Try it again?
Yep.
Just should I give it time, though, or just try it?
Try it again. Whatever. Try it again, and get the pregnancy test, all right?
All right, we'll do that.
All right, Juan. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let's see, guys. Here's a good one. Will, 18. Will?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hey, well, I've been going out with this girl for about 3 years, and, we're going together for a long time. Like, we go on vacations together and stuff, to, the desert, camping and stuff. And now our parents, who are single, are now getting together. And now they're thinking about getting married.
How about that?
So you two would be brother and sister then?
Yeah.
That's insane, dude.
Sucks.
Oh my God.
The parents
scary.
The parents know that you guys are dating?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Have they talked to you guys about how this would work?
Yeah, they just know we're dating. They don't think we're they know we're going out, but they don't know that we're that serious.
Technically, that would be incest on your part if that happened.
Ever see the episode of 90210? Steve's dad was hooking up with his girlfriend's mom.
That's right. I forgot about it a long time ago.
God.
That was a great episode.
That's a drag.
Well, what can we do to help you? It's an interesting situation. I've heard it before. And usually, when I've been involved, we've given advice to people who have been in this situation, we just make sure they tell the parents what's up. and they really can't require you to break up because you were boyfriend and girlfriend before they even got together. But it usually is a good idea to kind of think in terms of treating this person like your sibling now, because the probability, although it's almost impossible to go back from something like that if they're going to be living under the same roof, especially. But let's put it this way. Here's the context. How many 18-year-old relationships last the rest of your life?
True. Yeah, you got a point there.
And this is going to be his stepsister the rest of his life. How's that going to make Thanksgiving from now on? And it really would be in their best interest to really lay down some boundaries.
Then
and deal
again,
with this
they could go on double dates.
And they could get married, and a lot of things could happen. But it's just a recipe for trouble. And I think you got to really give the parents a chance to do some parenting here. So you must open up with them about what's going on.
Yeah, because it's going to be hard to live together if, we're not going out. Because, especially right now, because we like each other so much. We go to the desert and stuff all the time. We used to go to our desert with our parents and stuff all the time. And we sleep in the same tent and everything, so.
And your parents know that you guys are involved?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That's insane.
Just everybody keep talking.
Yeah.
And this
Talk it out.
This is going to take a long time to sort through. Just pray to God that the parents don't get married. This is Bill, 18. Bill?
Hey, Suicide Machines, thanks for taking my call.
Hey, what's up? No problem.
I got a copy of your new album, and I really like it. But it's like a new sound, right?
Yeah.
What's like the influence of the new sound?
It's a lot different than our last two records. Do you have our last two records?
Yeah, like the ska, and then it got hardcore.
Yeah, exactly. So this one's a little bit more on the pop side of things, and it's good to do different things,
Is it gonna stay that way, or?
Nah, who knows?
Yeah,
all three records are different.
Exactly.
We don't. The fourth one's gonna sound like.
Yeah, we don't like to do the same thing time and time again.
Yeah, I like the last song with like the violins and stuff.
Oh, Never Promised You a Rose Garden.
Anything like that in punk rock. That's cool.
Wow, thanks a lot, man.
And are you guys doing Warped Tour this summer?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Where are you calling from, Bill?
San Francisco.
Word.
Yeah.
You guys going to be up there? It's not on the list I've got here.
Yeah, we'll be there. Aren't we playing there, No Doubt?
Yeah, I think we are. We're going to be doing a date with No Doubt there, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
It is. It's a Warfield, I believe.
Yeah, that's in, is that going to be in March or April?
All right, cool.
Thanks, Bill.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Take care.
Okay, man.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Hey, I'm looking in the chat here, and this guy, codename Rocky, who's asking about androstenedione. Dione. You guys ever use that stuff, these oral
What's it called?
Androstenedione. Dione. Basically the stuff that Mark McGuire was using.
Oh, yeah, I heard about it. I saw that. I saw on ESPN the other day about it.
It's a male hormone. It's basically a congener or rather something that's converted into testosterone. And there was just an article that came out this week in JAMA that showed that indeed in many males, taking that does elevate their testosterone levels, and that will increase your muscle growth and performance, things like that. So,
but it's actually legal, though.
It's legal, and it's not good for you because a too high level of escalating testosterone might increase your risk of prostate cancer, might accelerate blood pressure problems, hardening the arteries, things like that. So it's
because it does promote production of testosterone in the bloodstream.
That's the point, and that's how it's now been really shown. So to codename Rocky, that's the answer to your question. If you're listening at the same time as you're chatting here, this now is Nick, 17.
Yeah, I had a question about my girlfriend. I just want to say first that Dr. Drew, I really value your advice, and I wanted to call you on a time when Adam's there because while he's funny, so I can be an asshole sometimes. And Suicide Machine, I can't claim to have ever heard your song, but I'm sure you guys kick ass.
Hey, we're nobodies.
Pick up the new record.
How right you are.
Pick up the new record. It comes out next Tuesday.
Anyway, I was calling about my girlfriend. She, when I got involved with her, she seemed pretty normal and everything, and then she started opening up to me, and it's like she's got a lot of weird problems, and I think that she might be bipolar or something like that.
What kind of weird problems has she got?
Like sometimes, like if we'll get into a fight or something, she'll cut herself, like on her wrists.
All right, so that at least speaks of something substantial going on.
Yeah, and so I was just, this all kind of came all of a sudden. I had noticed like marks on her wrist before, like really old scars and stuff. And she's had like a lot of weird crap that happened to her. Like I think she got molested when she was younger.
That's what it sounds like. That kind of cutting in response to any sort of stress is a sign of like a personality disorder, that sort of thing. And certainly being sexually abused is a way to end up with that kind of problem.
Yeah, and it was just kind of weird. I couldn't figure out how she sought me out because she's the one that, asked me out and everything. And I don't fit the typical MO of the guys that she goes out with. Cause,
you're not abusive.
Yeah, all of her previous boyfriends are abusive, real, had a lot of problems, drug problems and everything. I'm a pretty good guy.
Is she in therapy?
I'm trying to get her to get in. Her mom smokes pot, and she's pretty apathetic to the whole thing. She doesn't really take it seriously. I tried to get her mom involved, but she doesn't really see it as a serious situation.
Well, Nick, God bless you. I wonder what's up with you that you feel the need to rescue something like this.
Well, I guess that's part of my MO. I don't know.
Yeah, but okay, you're in and you like her and you want to try to get her some help, which is about the healthiest thing you can do.
Yeah, I got her talking to her school counselor, but that's about as far as I could get her.
These are major league issues, major league.
Yeah,
school counselor may not be enough.
That's what I figured. That's why I wanted her to get into therapy.
Yeah, do it. Get her under professional supervision.
But, I don't really know how to go about doing that. I mean, how do I get her to
You can't force her to do it. Do you have an addict parent by any chance yourself?
Actually, yeah, both my parents are recovered alcoholics.
Yeah, because that's where this fixing business is coming from. I tell you, Nick, probably the best thing for you to do is get some Al-Anon or Alateen under your belt.
Actually, I've been in Al-Anon for a little while. I was in AA for a while then.
You're both, huh?
Yeah, I got up to I don't know, it was like a 2-year trip in AA.
How far do you get in your steps?
I got through all 12.
All right, well, maybe go back and do another 4-step, 5th step, and look at what might be contributing to your need to be a rescuer in this situation, and how you can detach and create better boundaries. And then if she can't or is unwilling to get better.
And I'm like, I was on the point where I was going to try and get out, but I'm worried about what she's going to do because she's kind of obsessed, and she. I think she might do something she might do suicide or something.
Well, people with these kinds of problems are at risk for that, and obviously if you get her to appropriate care, they'll watch her for that kind of thing. It's LoveLine. I'm Dr. Drew. The number is, thank you, Nick, for the call. We have to go to break right now, though, and the number is 1-800-LOVE-191 for those of you that want to call in. If people would like to chat, I'm watching a chat room at drdrew.com in relationship room. It's getting so crowded I may have to get out of that room, but if people want to ask questions there, I will then bring them up on the air. The guest is the Suicide Machines. It's Dan or Dave, and if you're me.
Dave, either one, it doesn't matter. You can call me whatever you want.
Ryan, Jay, Royce, they're going on tour starting in March. Is that what you guys said?
March 1st.
And we're going to go to break right now. I'll be right back.
All right.
We'll be right back with more.
This is LoveLine on Outrageous Talk Radio, 100.7 The Buzz.
The number 1-800-LOVE-191. I'm Dr. Drew. Adam Carolla is away. Thankfully.
We're filling in for him today.
You guys are filling in.
We are. We're doing a darn good job.
This is the Suicide Machines, Dave, Ryan, Jay, and Royce.
Yeah.
They call me Dr. Love.
And we're taking your calls. These guys are starting a tour in March. Let's go right back to the phones. This is Mark, 16.
Hi, how you doing, Dr. Drew?
Right, good, Mark. What's going on?
Basically, I take Paxil, 20 milligrams once a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm having side effects. Prolonged masturbation and really, really exhausted.
You mean you can't ejaculate?
I can.
Not that it causes you to engage in prolonged masturbation. It's that you can't climax.
I can, but it's a long period of time.
And they actually use Paxil to treat premature ejaculation.
Really?
Because it delays it like this. But it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Paxil, Prozac, Zoloft, these things can cause all depressions of all phases of the sexual cycle. Most commonly, in my experience, libido. So people don't want to have sex. They just, and so for women in particular, they just shut down to the point where it's like, ugh, well, it doesn't even make sense. Like they look at people touching, they're like, oh, why they do? Ooh, it doesn't look right.
Get away from me.
And so there are alternatives out there, Mark. You should talk to your doctor about this. Wellbutrin, Remeron, Cerazone, they don't have this side effect. Sometimes something as simple as adding Wellbutrin will take care of this.
What scares me is they want to increase it to my Paxil to 30 to 40 milligrams. They said they want to increase it.
Well, but you got to talk to them about these side effects. You got to stay connected with your doctor.
I mean, if I don't take my medicine, I'm I'm a bear.
Well, but listen, they need to understand that you're not real happy this way either, okay? And you shouldn't expect to have to tolerate these kinds of side effects.
Alrighty.
All right.
I just can't. I don't know. I just can't stand it. And if I don't take my medicine, oh my goodness. And I want to take it, but
listen, do not stop your medicines. This is not a side effect that you go ahead and stop. In fact, Paxil will cause a withdrawal if you stop it very quickly. You've got to be careful when you stop it. Talk to your doctor about what you can do so this side effect doesn't occur. All that masturbation can actually inflame your prostate sometimes. Delaying ejaculation makes the prostate enlarged and inflamed. But I've been sitting in the chat room over here, and somebody keeps repeating, what is an enlarged prostate?
Well, large prostate.
Yeah, what is it, for God's sake?
I mean, your gland just inflames and it grows, and it becomes boggy and inflamed.
Boggy?
Yeah, boggy.
That's a 25-cent word.
Like any other inflammation, inflammatory fluid gets into it, and debris and inflammatory cells get in there and start causing inflammation. Surprise! It doesn't increase the risk of prostate cancer, and it just is uncomfortable. It can be miserable and get infected. And let's take more calls here. This is Doug 20. Doug?
Dr. Drew, how are you?
I'm fine. What's going on?
First off, I think they need to give you a Nobel Prize or something for all the help you've given the youth of America.
God bless her.
I think you're awesome. I'm the Suicide Machine's biggest fan, and I have two really quick questions for you guys. First off, what do you guys do in your spare time?
Masturbate. Watch TV.
Nice.
Measure our prostates.
Watch TV and masturbate at the same time.
Cool. So we have a lot in common there.
Yes.
The other one is, when you guys play at the Roxy tomorrow, will you play Green World?
No, we're probably not going to
practice it.
Oh, God.
We're not gonna, but you know what? We get a lot of people asking us to play that song, but that's kind of one of the ones we had to move out of the set because we had to make way for a lot of the newer stuff. So it's kind of like one of those things you just got to do. You know,
it's not like we're never ever going to play it again. There's always a good chance we could put it back.
It's just we haven't practiced it in so long. We'd probably forget it and just make it sound like crap anyway.
It'd be bad,
I really like the new album too. By the way, I got a chance to listen to a copy that you sent out to a magazine to review it.
Rock on.
I really think it kicks ass.
Thank you very much, sir.
You guys are the best.
Thanks a lot.
Hopefully we'll get to play Green World for you someday.
Nice.
Yeah, one of these days we'll do it just for you, man.
All right, 'cause I know you played it at the Palace last time you were around, but I didn't know all the words, and I went and learned them over the last year.
Oh man.
So,
cool, man.
Anyway.
Thanks, Doug.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Adam, it's 122. Adam.
Yes, I am actually calling. I gotta say, Susan, I've been seeing you guys rock first.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
But I got a frenum, which is a penis piercing, which is right underneath my.
I have had the same piercing.
A frenulum piercing. Yeah.
I need to find out what I can do because every time I have intercourse, it's really rough and really long, and
take it out.
Break.
It breaks the condom.
Yeah. And I tried putting two on, and
no, that makes it worse.
Never do that.
I know. But what can I do?
The most piercing places, I'm trying to think where your piercing is, but most of them have these
little skin underneath it.
It's the frenulum at the base of the penis, not towards the head.
No. It's at the head.
It's at the head.
Right, like at the bottom of your head where the Y is at. It's right underneath.
I understand. And most piercing institutions have reinforced condoms for pierces towards the head.
Oh, okay.
So you got to go get the special condoms.
I guess I better.
That's part of having a piercing, right? Because that piercings do break the condom. People don't think about that, but it adds to the risk. And these things are supposed to make things feel better, but now you're going to put a big hunk of rubber off the tip, so you're not going to feel anything anyway. So
super double strength.
That's right. So go ahead and get that. All right, Adam.
I'll think about it.
You're a tart. All righty, 16.
Hi.
Hi.
First of all, Dr. Drew, I'd like to thank you. You really help America out.
Well, thanks, Heidi.
The thing, I love how you're giving out condoms.
Oh, at the website? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's drdrew.com. You sign on the homepage, you get free condoms. And by the way, let me say something about this. I am not saying go have sex. In fact, if you want to know why not to do it, listen to this show for 5 minutes, and you'll find out why you should sort of keep things under wraps for until you're real sure what you're doing. But if you are someone who's chosen to go ahead with this, by God, do it safely. And so that's why we're giving the condoms.
True this.
Well, see, the thing about, you giving out condoms, it's great because one of my friends, every time she wants to have sex, she doesn't want to, like, anybody to know that she's getting condoms.
People are ashamed and embarrassed, and it's
Oh,
hard.
yeah.
Oh, man.
A paper bag from the grocery store, cut out holes for eyes, and go in there.
Well, now you just log onto my site and get free condoms.
Man, I tell you, I got over that a long time ago. You know, as a guy, I can say, I mean, I just walk right into the drugstore and just buy them because, I mean, it's kind of an acceptable thing to do that nowadays.
When I was a young man, it was a big deal.
And they made them out of sheepskin.
Oh, big deal. We had to go slaughter the sheep and pull the guts out and size it up and everything.
That's fantastic.
And so it was a bigger deal, and maybe that's why I'm sort of sensitive to this and think that perhaps
it's still kind of a big deal.
I used to.
I've been made fun of for
afraid to do
condoms
it
by the people working there.
Used to be a big deal.
And now I'll just walk in there. I don't care. I'll usually get one other item.
It looks mature.
with it, just so it doesn't look like I'm just going in there to buy.
When I was in high school, I would steal condoms.
I'll take that snow globe with the village and the Santa Claus. I'll take that.
That's it. You got it, man.
I know it never bothered me. Just walk right up and buy them.
I got to say something. I'm in the chat room at DrDrew.com in relationships. There's somebody who is repeating his mom's friend is on pain pills. I understand that. She needs to be treated. There you go. I mean, the whole screen is filled up with that being repeated. So, Heidi, what's going on?
Okay, I'm 16 now, and my mom, since I've been about 6, has been, like, threatening to leave. She left with me and my sister when I was 5, turning 6 that summer. And
You mean leave your dad?
Yeah.
And so she took off for a while. What happened?
She left with me and my sister when I was, like, 5, turning 6, and she was 4. And since then, she has, like, threatened to leave me, my sister, and my dad, you know? And, you know, she would kind of say, okay, I'm going to do it, and, like, sit out in the car in the driveway. But last night, I don't know what happened. I think my dad hit my mom. I really don't know. He used to, but he quit for, like, 10 years. And I think he hit her last night, and she left. And I don't know where the hell she's at. She's gone. And I'm scared to death. What am I supposed to do? Like, what can I do? How can I find her? I want to know if she's okay.
Heidi, this is one of these unfortunate circumstances when the children become the parents, and that's not your role. Nor is it particularly enticing to be threatened with abandonment every day of your damn life, or fracture of the family. That's got to be very painful.
Well, see, I don't know if she's done, like...
All right, Heidi, you know what? We have to go to break right now, and we will continue this conversation in just a second, okay?
No problem.
All right, hold on here. The band is The Suicide Machines. I'm Dr. Drew. Adam is away, and we'll be back in just a second.
LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. Back in a minute.
Well, it's worth hearing.
Outrageous Talk Radio, 100.7 The Buzz.
KQBZ.
Seattle.
LoveLine, number 1-800-LOVE-191. You can also get into the chat rooms at DrDrew.com. I'm watching them, and we'll bring up some of the questions that are brought up in those chat rooms, but please behave yourself in there. People are going nuts. We'll take our traditional 10-second break and be back with the Suicide Machines.
This is LoveLine on
Radio
Station.
Maybe he did that. Yeah, we're just talking about one of the PSAs that some of you may have heard. Most of the country does not get to hear them.
Suicide Machines. For the last few years, people in the music industry have been telling you all the bad things that can happen to you if you're sexually active and don't use latex condoms.
Oh, man.
Wrist. Now we're going to tell you how cool using a condom can be. You see, the condoms of today are thin, which translates into sensitive.
When the hell did you do
really
this? I don't know.
Condom genius over here.
Responsible. And that's
Dan's got a side job.
Westwood One Entertainment and Trojan.
Whoa.
Is that you?
That was me.
He has no clue.
Insane, man. Well, you know, I don't remember when I did that, but, you know, I'm just kicking the knowledge about the condoms. You know, I know.
He's throwing down
I know
the
what's
facts,
up.
yo.
You know, when it comes to condoms, I'm the master.
And that was just coincidental that we played it tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
That's insane.
Wacky.
Let's go back to the phones. We were talking to Heidi, who's 16, who whose mom has been abandoning essentially her whole life in some fashion, or at least threatening to fracture the family. Now she got in sort of a physical thing with Dad, who I guess she's with something she had used to do with him 10 years ago, and now has disappeared.
Yeah.
And now Heidi is mom.
Pardon me?
And now Heidi is mom.
Oh, yeah.
Which is not right. That is not right. That is traumatizing for kids to have to step into that
way
role.
for a while.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt.
Because it's kind of like I'm like mom to my little sister because,
You're mom to mom, too.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're mom to mom. Your mom needs a mom.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Heidi, is your mom or dad doing drugs or alcohol?
My dad used to drink until my mom and my sister and I left. I left him when I was like 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
And now I know he smokes. He doesn't actually say he smokes pot, but I've smelled it on him. I know what it looks like. He looks no big deal. It is
the radio, Heidi. Be careful here.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Oh, my God, I'm so sorry.
Okay. Well, how about getting a little Al-Anon going for you? Because that is...
There isn't any in my area.
Alateen, call AA, local AA. I mean, something like...
the butt crack of America, man.
Where do you live, man? where is butt crack?
Where you live?
Where is that?
Where is it, dude?
The Midwest. I live in like Kentucky, like on the very western side of the state.
I'm going to Kentucky Saturday.
Are you really?
With Adam and I are speaking at University of Kentucky, Lexington.
Yeah! Oh my God, you're kidding me.
No, we're not kidding you.
Oh, cool. I'm going to have to make a trek down there.
Well, great. We'd love to see you. But more importantly, if you're able to make those kinds of treks, how about getting somewhere once a week, Alateen, Al-Anon, get a sponsor, meet some people, and get some support. Something that's really, some people are really there for you because your parents are so caught up in their own crap. They really are not available to you in the way you need them.
Yeah.
And it is going to have a consequence. There will be a result of all this if you don't take care of yourself.
In a way, I really don't blame my mom for like leaving.
Well, good. Then don't blame her.
Because
well, your dad's an abusive a-hole. And he's an addict, and there's all sorts of stuff going on there too. But she's hung in for 20 years. Asshole.
Well, see, the thing is like he's hit my sister.
He's hit your
Yeah, he's hit my little sister, and when I was about 14, not 14, about 12, I got hauled in by the cops,
For what?
For what?
Yeah.
I snuck out of my house, and I was, like, going to meet a friend, and I walked, like, 5 miles in one direction, and I'm 5 miles back, and I'm 100 feet away from my house, and then the cop car picks me up, okay?
Right.
So, like, he brought me in, and then my dad came home from work, and he got so mad at me. I mean,
all right, and he hit you.
He kind of hit me, and then he grabbed me by the arm, and he was getting ready to beat the hell out of me. And he twisted my arm behind my back and pulled it up so far that he damaged something in there because it hurts when it rains.
Look, we got the picture, and all we can tell you to do is to take care of yourself. And unless you have access to a lot of resource, I think the simplest thing to do is to get a group like Al-Anon together for you. And go in there and get a sponsor and do the work and get a connection with people who are available for you, who will listen to you, support you, and not people who have so much of their own crap going on that you end up just being there for them, which is really what happens so often to kids these days. They're exploited by their parents, and that is damaging. So, that being said, you guys have anything to add to that?
I got your back.
All right.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, what you said.
Kevin is 21.
Hello?
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, I'm calling about some Viagra. I was
Viagra?
Yeah.
What's that?
I heard that Viagra stuff.
Yeah, that Viagra stuff.
So what about it?
I want to know how to take it, like the directions on how to take it, like when I'm.
You're 21. Why are you taking it?
Just for recreational purposes.
Oh, of course. Well, let me give you some directions.
Yeah, what else is it for?
You guys have anything to say to old Kevin about recreational Viagra?
Oh my God!
Thing to do.
I never thought I needed it at 21.
Yeah, totally, man. You should get one of those trips to Hawaii too, man, where you can just like go to Hawaii and they set you up with the Viagra.
So I was going to surprise the little lady.
Kevin, do you feel that inadequate?
No, not inadequate. I just wanted to I don't know, just somehow make it that much.
Become a finely tuned sex machine.
Well, guess what? You make it better to her. Buy her some flowers. Spend a little more time with her. Talk to her.
All right.
That makes it better for her.
I told you. Somebody just gave it to me, and I just wanted to make sure it was safe to.
Well, it's not. Listen, medication is not meant to be used on healthy people.
Right.
So all you do is, you're a healthy person. You take a medicine, you risk harm. That's all that does to you.
Right.
Okay, and same thing is true with Viagra. We don't know the long-term effects of Viagra. It may, down the line, impair erectile function. If you already have impairment, it's worth the risk.
Right.
I heard something, I got to tell you, Drew, my mom told me the other day something about Jan Michael Vincent, I think. They took Viagra. Have you heard about this?
No, what happened?
Yeah, and he had a hard-on for like 4 days.
Well, that's priapism.
And then they had to take him to the hospital. I think it was Jan Michael Vincent. It might not have been.
But he was probably on other medicines, too.
Maybe he was.
And that's beautiful.
They used to happen to me all the time in
my
high
mom
school.
told me about this. It was ridiculous.
Thanks, Mom. And that combo, priapism is obviously a complication of which priapism means a sustained painful erection that won't go away. And that if that happens to somebody, they can have permanent problems with erectile dysfunction.
It's no good.
There you go. This is Betty, 27.
Hi.
Hey. Go right ahead.
I was wondering if there's some kind of surgery to restore the hymen.
Why?
The what?
Hymen restoration.
What the hell's a hymen?
Hymen.
Yeah.
What's a hymen?
The cherry.
This is good.
Where the hell have you been?
Hymen,
Where have you been?
Who are you? It definitely sounds German.
Well, me and my friend.
Drew's busting out the chart here and showing our bass player what a hymen is because he doesn't know what it is.
There's a membrane inside here.
Oh, dude,
that gets. This is a woman.
I've never seen one before. You ruin it for me. I don't want to see it in pictures.
There's a membrane that sits across there that gets ruptured when there's penetration. And some women, as they get older, it ruptures spontaneously by themselves.
Learn something new every day.
You heard of a cherry?
Call me MC Hyman.
There you go. So I know certain ethnicities and certain cultures put a great emphasis on this, and God knows maybe somebody around the world does this, but I can't imagine why or how.
Really? Well, I have a friend, and
sure, this friend, this friend. Of course.
No, seriously, it was me and this friend that were talking, and I don't know how this came up, but we were talking about hymens, and he said, they'll like.
How did that conversation go? Betty,
surgery that you can get that I don't know it replaces the hymen.
Well, Betty, how did that conversation
go? But he thinks that it's like they put a stitch in there or something like that.
Well,
and so when the man penetrates, it causes you to bleed internally.
Well, listen, there could be all kinds of weird things out there, but why a physician would do that is beyond me. So, but how did that conversation go?
Else.
I just wonder how that conversation went.
What'd you guys talk
I heard
about?
From my cousin's, uncle's, brother's, mother's, girlfriend's,
I mean, there's got to be some
doctor.
kind of surgery, but you don't know anything of it.
No.
Anything that could be like that.
It just doesn't seem like a good thing to me. Okay.
And
why are you so preoccupied with that? Why is that important to you?
Well, I mean, I lost my virginity when I was 16 years old, and I didn't really know what I was doing. You know, I kind of know what I'm doing now, but it'd be kind of like cool to have it back.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, like
that's not who you are.
I know.
Why do you need that to prove something to somebody else?
You've got to be happy with you.
Exactly. Really?
That's true.
It's a lot to go through for a guy, also.
Yeah.
It is for a guy.
Okay, like, here's the thing. Like, when I was really young, I used to masturbate. You know, like, I started masturbating.
I can't believe it.
I don't know. Really young and stuff.
We are all shocked.
And anyways, like, I broke my own hymen.
Okay.
And, like, when I did have sex for the first time, I really didn't feel like a virgin.
You know what?
I didn't bleed.
Ryan, didn't you break your hymen too?
About a week ago.
I have issues with that.
You sure do, Betty. You sure do. And I think why not focus on those issues as opposed to restoring the hymen? That's a much more sort of fruitful...
I'm bringing back the hymen.
Yeah, fruitful place to
Can you restore the foreskin?
Yeah, there is a whole procedure with that too. There's a whole foreskin.
Dude, I want to get a foreskin.
There's a whole foreskin restoration society out there.
Bring back the headless horseman.
I want one, man.
Seriously.
The headless horseman rides again.
Bob is 13. Bob.
Hi. When I masturbate, nothing comes out. I was wondering if this is.
You're 13.
You're 13. You're nothing's there to come out yet.
Be patient there, fella.
Okay, and also I was wondering where I could send the Dr. Joe and Adam book to get it autographed.
You could probably send it to LoveLine K-Rock at 3500 West Olive Street, Burbank,
100 West Olive.
Yeah, Burbank 91505. That would be put attention Doris, D-A-R-I-C-E. That should get it to us.
Burbank what?
91505, Burbank, California. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, Bob.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. This is Jane, 25. Jane.
Hi.
Hi, Jane. What's up?
Well, I'm 25.
Yeah.
I'm a single mom,
Okay.
and I'm very successful.
What do you do?
Well, I sell computers.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. I'm so successful that I found that I haven't dated in 3 years.
You mean the guys get intimidated by you, or?
I'm not sure if it's
No time?
Well, it could be that. It could be that I'm trying to figure it out exactly. I'm trying to figure out how I can get out there and start dating again, because I find that I've been in a place now where I can't get out there and date again, and I don't know if it's that I'm afraid of doing that.
What about, you know what, listen, this is going to sound bizarre, but a lot of my friends who are very successful and have very limited time they use internet personals.
No.
I swear to God. No, listen to me. There are dating services out there that match up very, very successful people, and everybody knows what they're doing, so they go and have coffee, and they'll meet like 3 people a day.
Can you lie on your application?
No.
Like if I wanted to meet a successful woman?
I think they have ways of checking this all through. And you go and you meet like 3 people a day, and if you hit it off with somebody, then you go on a date.
Okay, but here's the freaky thing. You can't tell what somebody really means unless you hear their voice.
No, you go meet them. You get out. The online service just matches you up and matches up with lots and lots of people that sort of meet your needs.
Can't
and you get them. You get offline. You go meet them at a coffee house on Friday night. You'll meet the whole series of people and find out if you like somebody.
Can't that be a little dangerous, though?
Again, these services tend to take all that into account. And if you're concerned about it, A, make sure it's a public place. B, bring somebody with you.
Exactly.
But this, again, I'm just sharing with you. That's the way a lot of successful people I know are dealing with it right now. And I was very skeptical about this when I heard about it. In fact, I laughed out loud.
It sounds like it would be a sketchy thing. You know what I mean?
Sketchy, but I'm telling you that they have had great success with it.
So has anybody had any personal experience?
Here?
Yeah.
Just my friends, just people I've talked to.
Okay, and any success stories you want to tell me about?
Absolutely. They're at the time of their lives. They think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Really?
Yeah, and so that's why I've started talking about it a little bit. I've gotten behind it a little bit because I think it seems to be, it just adds a level of efficiency to the market. Think about it.
Totally.
You have to learn how to do it safely, and I think the way you do it safely is you don't develop a relationship online.
Mm-hmm.
You make the contact, then you go meet the person. You bring somebody with you. You make sure it's a public place, and you meet them several times before you make a decision about whether or not you're going to really date them. And you'll meet a lot of different people in the meantime.
If you feel like you're scared to go, like Drew said,
use the buddy system.
Yeah, take a friend with you.
And Jay, it sounds like there's something more going on than just you're having trouble meeting people. What else going on? You sound a little angry or something.
No.
Do you smoke a lot of pot?
No, absolutely not.
Just I'm getting that laugh. I wonder about that.
No, I was at a bar earlier, so.
So you've been drinking?
Yeah, but other than that,
why aren't you worried about? Why aren't you worried about meeting people at a bar? That's a much more scary.
You know what though? That doesn't really work. I mean,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't really meet quality people.
No, that's absolutely right. You got to network with your friends. You got to look for people at work, but you have to make an effort.
A bar is the last place you want to be looking for someone.
I've met some quality people.
And successful guys are not going to be intimidated. They're just not going to be. This is Sarah, 21.
Hi. First of all, I'd like to say I saw your show on Friday here in Champaign. You were really good.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I was just telling you, what did I just tell you guys about Champaign? Oh, no, I was talking to somebody else. A guy from the local radio affiliate there in Champaign was just here, and I said, I really had a great time at that school. I'm very impressed.
Well, we like having you here, so.
Thanks, Sarah.
I have a question. I turned 21 about 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And my friends took me out for what they thought would be a really, really great time. I had drank before. I ended up in the hospital with blood alcohol poisoning, blood alcohol level of 0.354.
My God.
Yeah.
Gotta take it easy.
Your friends buying you shots?
Yeah, I had the friends buying the shots. I had pressure on me that I never had before. Like, I had gone out. I've been in college for 4 years, so.
Had to down them.
I was used to drinking, but this was way out of my league. Since then, I have stopped drinking. I don't drink at all. It's just completely scared me.
Is there alcoholism in your family?
My grandfather.
Okay.
I do have it in my family, and I think that's probably what scared me. I haven't touched it in the last 3 months.
So there may be some momentum here that maybe you can avoid actually developing this disease.
Yeah. It did. I think it was just a real shocker to my system.
Okay.
But I had a question.
Go ahead.
About the blood alcohol level.
Yeah.
Because in stuff that I have read since then, I've read that for a 160-pound male, they have to drink about 15 to 20 shots in an hour to get a 0.4.
Yeah.
According to what my friends remember and myself, and I don't remember that much because I blacked out, and that's what really scared me. I don't like to be out of control.
Uh-huh.
I had around 10, and I'm about 160 pounds. And I don't understand the math on that. I don't know if there were other factors. I know the hospital tested
The
me.
speed with which you drink has a lot to do with the effect on the brain.
It was about a 3-hour period.
So it might have something to do with the rate in which the levels went up. Now, tell me again, you're 160 pounds, and you drank 10 shots?
About 10 or 11 drinks, not just shots.
So maybe that may have been 20 shots. They may have been giving you
was
doubles.
Beers, it was beers and shots.
Okay, so let's say 15. And then what you read was 170 require 14 to get to a 0.4?
I'd read something about 14 or 15
Yeah, so
on a 160-pound male.
You're right in there.
I was right in there?
Yeah, you're right in.
Okay.
In fact, I would expect a woman actually to have slightly. Women have a little higher body fat, and alcohol does distribute into fat, so it might distribute out of the blood system more quickly and into the other spaces of the body in women and keep it down. So maybe you had more.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you had more like 20 shots.
How'd you remember how many drinks you had?
I don't remember how many drinks I had. I actually blacked out.
Oh, people told you how many drinks you had.
Who knows?
Told me how many. I don't know how I remember having, but I know that I blacked out.
I was like,
I remember waking up in the hospital. They tested me for Rohypnol and for GHB, and that came out clean.
Well, I'm interested they do that now. It's
you
good.
can die from that stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So
Yeah,
it's
I've intubated people.
I'm aware of that.
I have put people on the breathing machines for excess alcohol. It's a very nasty overdose.
No good.
Yeah. It scared me. I haven't touched it since.
All right, Kara, God bless you. Stay off it. You probably have the Jane.
You drink the booze, you lose.
All right?
All right.
All right. Thanks. Listen, we're going to play a song. Should we play it now or after the break? After the break. This thing after the break. By the way, I'm in the chat rooms at drdrew.com. Somebody asked, what is ecstasy made from? Somehow, I guess there's sort of a wife tale going on that it's made from speed and heroin and other things. And if there is speed and heroin and other things in there, they're just selling you speed and heroin. They're telling you it's ecstasy. Ecstasy is MDMA, which is an amphetamine that's been altered to give it hallucinogenic properties. Also, somebody asked about what is an alpha male. You guys ever heard of that term?
What?
No.
Alpha male.
Alpha male?
In primate systems.
Is that like the alpha dog?
No, we kind of, I suppose wolves have an alpha male. Mm-hmm. And we Adam and I talk a lot about alpha males, and so it's worth us defining this. And in primate systems, there's usually one male that's dominant. And when that, and he, he ascends, he beats the crap out of the males, he has all the
breeding rights.
And his testosterone levels go way up in response to all that. And humans have similar kinds of things going on sometimes. So.
Ryan's the alpha male
of our band.
Ryan's the alpha male?
He's the alpha male.
He beats the crap out of us every day just to keep us in line, whether we did anything or not.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
Lays the smack down.
Yeah, he does,
This is good. Well, you guys have been pretty well behaved, so he's doing a good job.
You see how he's looking at us.
You're well groomed. Yeah,
he's been giving us the evil eye.
Well groomed.
He's the quiet one, but I can tell
Don't hit me, Ryan.
He has got the reins. Again, in these chat rooms, people are not behaving themselves at drdrew.com. I'm going to lurk through the various chat rooms. I'm not going to write in, but I will look for questions and I will respond to them on the air. So you have to be listening to the radio to get my responses. If you have trouble calling, you can get the questions through the chat. So we'll be back after this.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's LoveLine. The guest star, the Suicide Machines, Dave, Ryan, Jay, and Royce.
Yeah.
Phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. It is LoveLine. Adam is away at the Aspen Comedy Festival.
We don't need him.
He and his life partner, Jimmy, have been declared geniuses now and are being carted all over the country and asked to perform and do funny things. So.
Unacceptable.
It is.
Unacceptable.
Before we go to the next track that we're going to hear from you guys, we couldn't resist going to this call. This is Patty, 18. Patty?
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Okay. First of all, I wanted to say that Dr. Drew, you're awesome for the work that you do with kids that are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction.
Thanks, Patty. What's going on with you?
I have I'm really like embarrassed about this too, about like going on the radio about it. But I just had to know. I smear my vaginal discharge on the wall.
Why?
That's a little more hardcore than smearing boogers.
Doesn't that upset your parents?
And no, see, like that's what's weird. It's like nobody knows about it. I haven't told anybody.
How does it go unnoticed?
I don't know.
Do you do like finger paints with it, or finger painting with it, or anything like that?
Yeah. See, I don't know. It's like a territorial thing or something. I don't know. It's like a weird fetish, and like
I think women are very territorial.
I always do it though, and like I'll think about it, and I'll think, well, what am I doing? Oops, sorry.
Oh, go on.
I'll think, why am I doing this? And but I'll do it anyways. And
marking your territory.
Do you have other kind of compulsive actions? Do you wash your hands a lot? Do you have intrusive thoughts, rituals you do?
I obsess
a
lot.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd pull hair?
No.
Nothing like that?
No. Well, I mean, I used to use drugs a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't anymore.
What drugs was that?
I used to smoke a lot of weed. I used to drink a lot. I used to use a lot of ecstasy. I used to pop a lot of pharmaceutical pills. I used to take a lot of hallucinogens.
Are you in recovery now?
Yes.
Okay. Well, hallucinogens can create persistent changes in one personality and thinking, and God knows this may be a residual of that.
Okay.
So,
is there anything like I can do about it?
there are medications that can help you contain behaviors.
I don't want to take medication.
And there are sort of behavioral approaches to managing behaviors.
Maybe make a conscious decision not to rub the vaginal stuff on the wall.
See, that's like what I do though. Is like I'll think about it, but I'll do it anyways.
I guess it's better than doing a bunch of drugs, isn't it?
True.
You know? If that's the worst thing that you do, it doesn't sound too bad to me.
Yeah, if it's exactly.
It's not hurting anybody, really.
Yeah, it's unique.
If you like it,
it's cool. It's unique unto you.
It's not weird. It's unique.
Nothing's really that weird when you think about it.
Thus spake the suicide machine.
What do you have
spoken?
What do you have to say about this situation?
I agree that it's not a harmful behavior, but it is interesting that she has these sort of compulsions that she can't contain, and this one is a little bit over the top.
Yeah.
And do you have a therapist or a doctor you see?
I'm actually trying to get in touch with one right now.
Yeah, because this may be part of a bigger syndrome, and I suspect these kinds of things usually are. And there may be things that need to be attended to with her brain chemistry. I mean, her brain has been under full scale assault for many years, and it damages things. It just does. That's the way it is. Unfortunately, you got to deal with that. And after an injury, you have to treat it with pharmacology sometimes. I mean, you're fighting a very, very profound problem. The next track we're going to hear from the Suicide Machines is called Permanent Holiday.
Oh, yeah.
You guys want to set that up?
Permanent Holiday?
Yeah.
Want me to tell you about the song?
Sure.
It's the second track on her new record, and it's kind of a song that I wrote about my life, kind of, because I have this this travel addiction, and I like to travel, but I can't stand it at the same time. But it's kind of a form of escapism for me, I think.
I can relate to that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like at the time I wrote that song, it's kind of the way I was viewing things.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Let's hear it. Permanent Holiday.
Take a lot to bring me back down.
Permanent Holiday. Hey, the Suicide Machines. And again, you guys are going to be at the Roxy tomorrow night?
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow. And I've got a couple of the dates here. Detroit, Michigan at the 5th Avenue. It's a record release party.
That's a record release party, actually. We're not going to be playing.
Okay, and then Chicago at the Metro on the 17th. And Carroll Valley, PA. Where the hell is that?
It's somewhere.
Somewhere close to Washington, D.C., like maybe an hour.
So this
from
is
there.
an HFS show sometime.
Yes.
The great station out in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. No, actually, it's that station, but the show is going to be in Pennsylvania. Yeah. It's with a couple other bands, like Lit, I think, is playing.
Long Beach Double.
Great guys.
Yeah.
Also. These are all great guys.
Yeah, totally. We're one of the small bands that's on it.
We're the little guys.
We're the little guys.
We're the curtain jerkers.
Curtain jerkers. That's nice. All right, let's get back to calls here. Again, I'm Dr. Drew. The phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. Adam is away. I'm trying to think of a word that describes the sort of relief and happiness I'm experiencing, the freedom, the liberation. I don't know what the word is.
Would the word be hymen?
You don't have to break out the fart spray extinguisher thing.
No lighting of farts.
We've been looking at that thing all night, that fart extinguisher.
I'll get it for you in just a second. Yeah. David is 17. David, what's going on?
Hey, Dave. I mean, Drew.
David. Dude.
Dude. Hey, dude.
What's up? Anyway.
Sup?
I have 2 questions, actually. The first one is, I chew a lot of tobacco, and I heard that tobacco and nicotine, whatever, cause impotence.
Well, usually I believe they're talking to smoke tobacco when they talk about the problems with with impotency associated with tobacco. Smokeless tobacco or chew is really a very, very serious health problem. It causes cancers of the mouth and throat and tongue. And not enough is really put out about how dangerous that is. It obviously doesn't cause the lung cancer, and it probably doesn't cause quite as much a risk for the vascular disease, though it does cause some problems with that as well. The vascular disease is really what, in my experience, causes most of the problems with erectile dysfunction. It turns out the dorsal artery to the penis is about 7 times more sensitive to the hardening and narrowing that occurs in the heart arteries.
Wow.
So it's more likely to get the significant effects of nicotine. So yeah.
Wow.
And as I have found working with young people, particularly young males.
Smoke more?
No, the last 10 years, I've very limited success in getting through to them until I say it affects their schwanz. And then they're all
typical male.
Then they're all ears. Then
typical male.
This is Lynn, 25. Lynn?
Hi, Dr. Drew. I really enjoy your show.
Thank you, Lynn.
You know.
Without Adam?
Without Adam.
Oh, God bless you.
You're my favorite part, and
Thank
that's the truth. My question is this. I'm 25. I've never been pregnant, and on my left breast, for the last couple of years, when I wake up in the morning, sometimes there's a small discharge from my nipple, about half the size of a dime, on my T-shirt. And also
milk discharge? That's what it is.
When I work out, I notice it sometimes. Mm-hmm. And at my last pap smear, I mentioned it to the doctor, and she tested it and told me that the results weren't bad, but that I should get it checked out in the future. And I'm wondering if you have any insight into this.
Ever since I stopped taking Depo-Provera, I've been lactating. Well, that was me. But what does she want you to check out? Because I have my own ideas about it. What did she tell you?
She didn't really say anything. I think she didn't know. I think she was thinking maybe it was cancerous or something. But that
this was a doctor.
Yeah, it was for my actually, it was for my. I was getting something done to my cervix, so it was something separate.
Is a gynecologist?
Yes.
And she must know what the tests are.
Literally, she touched my breast, and when she pressed my nipple, she was able to get a small amount of discharge, and she sent it away, and she said that it didn't that it was not bad.
Well, they worry about cancerous cells, and they check it for fat to make sure it is milk. And
I think that's all that she checked it for.
But what she can do is, one of the things that are associated with this are, and most commonly, medication. Are you on any medication?
No.
Not even birth control pills?
Not at this time, no. I haven't been for a while.
Next would be thyroid problems, and then...
Really? That runs in my family.
Pituitary problems, prolactin-secreting tumors.
Thyroid does run.
So they should do a thyroid test, a prolactin test. You're not addicted to any drugs? That's nothing.
No. Do you think it's... is it something I should be concerned about, or is it
It's not, you shouldn't be alarmed about, but it's something that needs to be explained. And sometimes just the irritation of the breast, just stimulation even by nightshirt and that kind of thing can cause elevation of the hormones that cause breast stimulation or breast milk production. So.
And it's only one of them.
Yeah. So and she didn't suggest a mammogram. It's the other thing they sometimes do.
that was several months ago, and I kind of blow things off if I don't like to deal with them.
So you didn't. She suggested it, but you didn't do it.
That's exactly it.
You need to do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So prolactin, thyroid, mammogram, and that's probably about all you got to do.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your help.
Okay. Good luck, then. Bye bye. This is Amanda, 17. Amanda.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay, my question is, I've been with my boyfriend for 4 months now, and right before him, I had sex with someone, and I've been with a few people, and I had a test for HIV while we've been going out, and we've used a condom every time, but I was thinking, is there any way that maybe it might not have shown up, the HIV, and if I could give it to him through oral sex?
Wait, you've actually lost me a little bit here. He doesn't have HIV.
No, I think that I might. I have been tested within the 4 months that we've been together.
How was it you contracted it?
The guy I was with right before him.
Has it for sure?
I don't know. I mean, I've heard rumors that he has it, and I don't know for sure that I have it. I've been tested, but it said that I didn't have it, but is there any way that I could?
Well, there's a 6-month window during which the antibody starts to sort of get charged up. That's what we measure in the blood. You could get some DNA-specific tests for HIV that are become positive well before that 6-month window has been concluded. But for the most part, it's been 4 months since that contact. You would probably be positive by now if you had it.
You're probably worrying about it too much. I always think like I got all these weird diseases. I'm not a total hypochondriac or anything like that, but I always worry about that kind of stuff, and sometimes you can just worry yourself into thinking that you actually do have something that you don't have.
I've been with my boyfriend for 4 months, and right before him is when I had sex with the other person, and then I got tested a month after we'd been together, which was a month after the person that supposedly has it. So I'm thinking it's only been about 3 months since I've been tested, so could it have not...
Get another test.
Yeah, get another test.
Yeah, if you're worried about it, just get tested again.
And could I have given it to him through oral sex?
Yeah, like I said, there's a study that just is now coming out that shows that is a mode of transmission. So yeah, it's possible, but very difficult to get it that way, not a likely way to transmit it. Your viral load would probably be rather low right now if you haven't had the acute infection. In other words, if you didn't have like a flu-like syndrome, which sometimes there's a lot of circulating HIV during that period of time. And you've got to get tested. You got to take care of yourself. I suspect you don't have it, and then you need to know proof positive whether or not that guy that you were worried about, in fact, does have it.
Yeah.
So you can know whether or not you should be worrying about this in the first place.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's take one more quickie. This is Drew, who's 23. Drew?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
My girlfriend wants me to do oral sex on her when she's having a yeast infection. And
don't do it, man. Just do not do
Resist
that. That's
at
gross.
all costs.
Well, wait a minute now.
Like cottage cheese in your mouth, man.
Yeah, but all shit. Listen, 1 or 2 days of treatment, it's all gone.
Yeah.
She can't hang on for 1 or 2 days?
She's had it for like a week, and she doesn't want to go see a doctor, and I've told her to go.
Well, why doesn't she get? There's tons of over-the-counter yeast medicine, Monostat, Gyne-Lotrimin.
There's that one pill that you can take that it's gone in a day.
Yeah, Diflucan.
Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome. If that's what. The problem is that it doesn't sound like she even has yeast because she would have already gotten the yeast medication if that's indeed what she had, right?
So if she's waited this long, is there any health precautions for her?
Not if it's yeast, but who knows? It may not be yeast. Okay. Yeast is very easy to treat. It's not a big deal. It's uncomfortable, but it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Tasty.
So just have her go see a doctor?
Well, have her start the yeast medication right now. You go get it at the pharmacy right this minute.
Definitely. Could be gone in a day.
Could be gone by morning.
Exactly.
Right. And if that doesn't work, then absolutely. She does need to see a doctor about that. The band here is the Suicide Machines, Dave, Ryan, Jay, and Royce. We appreciate them. They've been giving good advice to you guys. What's the name of the record? The new one?
It's just self-titled.
Self-titled.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Meaning what? The Suicide Machines?
Yeah. Well, everybody's allowed to do that once.
Just call a record by your name.
Yeah.
We're going to do it.
It took us to our 3rd record to do it, but...
All right, excellent. The Suicide Machines is here. The phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. You setting me up for a lightning round? Yeah, that'll be the day. Thanks, Anderson. I'm Dr. Drew. Adam is away. He's at the Aspen Comedy Festival with his life partner, Jimmy Kimmel, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Back once again with LoveLine. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. We'll be right back before you know it.
This is LoveLine on Outrageous Talk Radio, 100.7 The Buzz.
LoveLine. I'm Dr. Drew. Adam is away, as I've mentioned repeatedly. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. My guests tonight are the Suicide Machines. Got Dave, Ryan, Jay, and Royce. And I was sort of lurking through the drdrew.com chat rooms, which have calmed down a little bit. And a lot of people are saying they want to marry each of you. Not a lot of people, but there were a few messages to that effect there.
Well, really?
I'm married already. Marry me.
Well, they said...
I'm single.
Basically, they mentioned all your names, and I love you, I want to marry you.
Well, then.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah. I'm taken.
Maybe I can like.
I'm the ugliest one.
Maybe I can get on like that. You're talking about like the internet thing
Here,
where I can meet people and stuff.
One here. Let's see what you come up with. This is Mike. He's 18.
Hi, Dr. Drew. I love you guys. I love your show. I wish Adam was here. I could tell him I love him too. Suicide Machines. I don't know you guys. My friends like you guys though.
We've got good.
Well, you'll
friends.
like us very soon.
Nobody knows us. It's all good. It's okay.
Yeah, but
you don't have to console us. We suck.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend, about a couple weeks ago, we were making out naked. She doesn't want to have sex before she gets married. And a little bit of pre-cum came out.
Of you? Yeah.
May have gone on her leg, may have gone on her stomach. I'm not really sure. Is there a way? And I fingered her, maybe about 2 inches in. Is there a way she can get pregnant that way?
Well, what do you think, Mike? Use your common sense for a second. Let me think about it. You of course want me to say no, impossible, and of course
anything's possible.
And of course, if I say, well, certainly this is a possible way, then you're going to want to go, well, what are the chances? Of course, no one knows that either.
Yeah.
But of course, it's possible. Pre-cum can be very concentrated in sperm, and you're placing that in a canal which is directly, potentially in contact with ovaries. With ovum.
The mommy and daddy organ.
If maybe there was a drop that got in, would that still be able to do it?
Possibly.
Only takes one.
This is the job for the morning after pill, to make sure you sort of take that risk away. Right?
Yeah.
Suppress her ovulation so if there's an egg sitting there and enough sperm gets up there, she'll get pregnant, even if you take the morning after pill.
Really?
Yeah.
And yeah, there's absolutely no like.
Hey, by the way, I wanted to mention this. I'm sorry I forgot to mention this so late in the night. You know, the people that are taking issue with the morning after pill are concerned that it somehow prevents implantation from occurring. What they need to understand is that the birth control pill, the usual pill, also interferes with the implantation. And not only that, some newer medications I was just reading about, these things that are replacing the anti-inflammatories, the so-called COX inhibitors, they impair implantation. Are we going to get rid of those medicines too? It's really kind of a nutty way of thinking. They like the Celebrex and Vioxx, the new COX inhibitors. Jeez.
So
COX.
Wow.
COX. You got to indicate that it's the X.
So there is a chance, but it's definitely a lot more less than having sex with her.
Of course. Of course. But it is a chance. So thanks for the call. You get anything interesting going on there?
No, I haven't seen anything for any of us in here.
Okay, this is Corey, who's 16. Corey?
Yeah.
What's up?
I have 2 questions. One's for the band.
Yeah.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Okay, I was wondering that song, Sometimes I Don't Mind, is that song about a dog?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because I thought so. We had my friends.
Yeah.
We were all, like, wondering if it was about a dog.
Definitely.
Okay.
All right.
So, anyway, when I was 6 and 10, my sister and my male cousin molested me.
Yeah.
And now I'm bisexual and promiscuous, and I was just, like, wondering if it could have stemmed from that.
Absolutely. Sexual compulsion and even sexual addiction, the most common, almost universal history we hear is some form of sexual abuse in childhood. And why that sort of hardwires people into that behavior is not completely understood, but clearly that kind of precocious stimulation causes a change in your brain that when you hit puberty turns into some confusion and a lot of sexual acting out. Okay? All right, Corey. Man, it's something people should get treatment for if it's really bothering you, and usually it can be very, very troubling and disabling. So, I think check it out. This is Virginia, 19.
Hello.
Hi, Virginia.
Hi. I had a question. I woke up one morning, and the whole right side of my body was numb, and I went to the hospital, and the only thing that they can come up with is that it was stress.
Was it numb, or could you not move it? Or both?
Both.
You couldn't move the right side of your body.
This actually just happened to a friend of mine, like maybe about 2 years ago. They went to a couple hospitals. They told him he had a stroke because of like some weird infection that he got in the back of his eyes.
They did a CAT scan, but they said that it wasn't a stroke.
Well, that's what the symptom of a stroke is, that you get lateralized, what are called lateralizing signs, where if there's a damage to the right side of the brain, motor or sensory regions, which are just about right up in here, I'm pointing to my parietal area of the brain, you get a deficit in the left side of your body. And, you know, why you would have had an injury to that side, boy, I would really want to work that up like crazy before I would call it stress. Because stress or hysterical conversions are usually not the entire, they're not lateralized like that. They're usually a limb.
Are you better now?
Well, a couple of times, my face like kind of went off. Like I could feel it. I could feel it kind of funny. And I felt it, and I kind of massaged it, and it went away. And then I was talking on the phone, and I couldn't talk anymore. And I was like, "What?" And I went to the mirror, and
it's weird.
And I could tell that the right side of my, my lips and. Like, I couldn't smile or I couldn't talk or anything.
Oh, Virginia, this is not stress. This is the real thing.
Check for somebody.
Yeah, get a second opinion.
You're not pregnant, are you?
Not that I wasn't then.
Okay, and...
this was like in, I don't know, it was in the fall.
Any history of migraine headaches?
Yes.
These can be migrainous phenomenons, but it sounds even like a little more predominant, a little more substantial than that. You need to see a neurologist, and you need to do it quickly. You need an explanation for this, okay? It needs to have a name, and stress is not the name. Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Call me back. Let me know what you discover, will you?
Okay, great.
They did a CAT scan on you?
Yeah, they charged me $4,000.
Oh, jeez. You need an MRI, MRA. You need a bunch of stuff, and you
need some insurance.
You need to see a neurologist.
I hope you got insurance. Or
do you have insurance?
You should get some.
Yeah, I got Medi-Cal because I didn't. I'm not working.
See a neurologist, okay?
Okay. And what you said, MRA?
Well, let the neurologist decide. Just do what they tell you, all right? And let me know what happened, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye-bye. Why don't you put line 1 on hold there for me, Danielle, please? Danielle, line 1 on hold? She's not listening to me. Nobody listens to me around here. Okay, this is Tim. It's 22. Tim?
Hey.
What's up?
Adam, a big fan of the Bircham thing on K-Rock.
That's good. Adam's not here.
I'm sorry, what?
That's good. Adam's not here.
Oh, Adam's not here. Bummer.
It's not a bummer. It's delightful.
He saw you were on the line and
Drew's
took
happy
off.
about it.
That I am.
I got a question. Is me and my fiance, we've been together since like last April, and the oral thing both ways. We love giving it to each other and whatnot, but she has a problem. I don't know if it's like gag reflex or what, but she is not able to take me in all the way out. Basically, she can't do it.
She gags?
Not necessarily. She just it won't fit. I know it's like
there's like bigger problems to have.
Thing and whatnot, but it's totally not.
Does she have jaw joint problems?
Kinda.
Yes.
She doesn't have TMJ or anything, but she can't take it in all the way.
Are you hung like a donkey?
No, and I don't want to boast or anything, but she did measure me one time. I'm 8.5 inches long and 6 inches in circumference.
All right, well, this is your punishment.
Yeah.
Wow. This is it. This is what makes other guys feel okay about what your anatomy is, what you've been endowed with.
That's nothing to worry about, dude.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? I mean, what are you going to do? He's not going to make her miserable. You guys have any advice for him?
Well, I've been reading here on your chat line here that the average size of the male penis is 5.5 inches or something like that.
5.4, yeah.
5.4. So this guy's doing pretty good.
Yeah, he's doing
if size means anything,
he's doing pretty
just because your girlfriend can't take your
maybe she's got a small mouth.
You totally, yeah. Maybe she's got a small mouth. We don't know.
Yeah, I think this is just a goofball.
Not something to worry about.
Wants to announce something to the world here. He did. All right, we're gonna go to break. Be right back.
Let's have some more fun.
Okay, let's do it. Call LoveLine 1-800-LOVE-191.
LoveLine will be right back.
Well, here's how it's sampled.
Well, now.
This has been LoveLine. The stuff expressed on LoveLine is not necessarily the stuff of the staff, management, sponsors, or anyone else, including Westwood One Entertainment. LoveLine is produced by Ann Wilkins Ingold. Now, please enjoy these birds.